Ebe die afọ na otwi mu no. Oh.
Mama mrante na ai mintu mrante no fo. Wa hwe ya atopa bi do be ko owum, atopa bi do be ko se yem. Asensu osisi a na o kase na Rima de fo gina se nko be bo abo nda mo no. Ni case ye penny last Palmer's court se nko mo kwa kase ni lawyer se omonyi asem omo se de be wonyi mfiri o. Ni nana se wakwa ko release aye enkolanke to enso sex tape ababo ntie ni ye pen. Atopa no kura wan to bi. Atopa no wan to atopa ni bi. Ba wakwa ko
bibi aboko there.
Oh, Nyakopo that.
That Ricardo in church no we bi odinam no onye careful. We all know obi abe won no say when no Ricardo gi asem o. E ba bi azan de akọ.
Tufo no, ma min tufo.
Ba Jose ni ama she yi.
Oh, ne.
She me kakẹ na mze nezo awo bi brado bi echi na anyway.
Me hu so katwa. Me hu so katwa wa hanu.
Why your friend is
Oh, oni no.
Akomia. Oh, ba chu
so katwa.
Ya karenka.
Ayo yako.
Yes, Mabu, that was in the team for us. Now, and it's all about the UEFA Champions League night. And I mean, one of the biggest games beat Makoso, and that is the two teams are or more the French League are. That is the Paris Saint-Germain and Brest. These two football clubs they beat Michia in the UEFA Champions League playoff match. This is a new format of the new Champions League. So definitely, for the last time a PSG football club Omutimi resisted qualification to the next round of the competition of the UEFA Champions League was far back in 2011-2012 season. But Brestois make first debut in this particular season of the UEFA Champions League. And this is the first time Omu meet PSG Football Club in the UEFA Champions League knockout phase like this. So it's going to be a heavy game between Brestois and then PSG Football Club. Mm-hmm. But we shouldn't forget, in the last 42 games between these particular two football clubs, majority of these particular wins had gone to the side of PSG Football Club, winning close to about 26 matches in the last 42 games. And the last time, Brestois as a football club, winning the game against PSG, even in the French League, you trace it back. Last time was 1985, 30th January in that particular year. So it's been a while. And Brestois as a football club, winning against PSG Football Club this particular season. It's all shared on the tactical board. Mm-hmm. We are going to talk about these particular two games, and then after PSG and Brestois, Juventus, but then we're in these particular two clubs the last 5 games of about between Brest and PSG. We share Brest or more numbers of keep here, or maybe winning 3 and then we lose 2. The same thing applies to the PSG Football Club, winning all their 5 games and making sure someone score close to about 14 goals in the UEFA Champions League this season. But then Omechiro in the defensive structure is actually not good for the side of PSG Football Club. Omotimi conceded close to about 9 goals this season in the UEFA Champions League. But when it comes to about Brestois, Omotimi conceded close to about 11 goals. 0 wins in the last head-to-head games for the side of Brestois, and then 18 solid wins consistently for PSG Football Club here on your tactical board. But then the last time at Brestois and the PSG share was far back at home, and it was first February. And Brestois edgy by 2 goals to 5 at PSG Football Club. It's Maestro. The side was really Dembele about hat-trick, and Goncalo Ramos by and about that breeze for the side of PSG Football Club. But when you talk about tactics, Eric is actually one of the managers. When you talk about tactics and other things in football, are very good. Yeah. And the type of formation of Edema Brestois is the deep clap low system for the side of Brestois as a football club. Ubeka said deep clap low near saying. When we talk about deep clap low, it's about the particular formation Utimibo in the 3-5-2 shape, Utimibo in the 4-2-2 shape, because in the 4-2-2 tactical variation, one of the few moments of these tactical variations are very easy to change when coach needs and China supposed to change the game now. So Eric will actually start with the 4-2-2 system, and then set time obetima change from 4-2-2 to either the 3-5-2 or the 5-3-2, and now say the 3-2-3-2 system. So Eric is one of these coaches in Europa when it comes about tactical variations or honor. Whilst we talk about Luis Enrique, one particular coach or ball possession oriented. That is total dominance football. You will have that similar of the tiki-taka system or no between the Ayama in that tunnel of PSG Football Club. But over here, when you talk about the back four of Brestois, the elbow in the right full back position for the side of Brestois this evening will be Lala. Onobejino has the right full back position. Chadonet. Ebebo, as a right centre back for the side of Brest this evening, the Koulibaly will play as a left centre back and large, will play in the left full back position. But in Finfi Hono, you will need 2 pivotal sixes.
Oh, okay.
In a form of, in the tactical forms of football. So be bought in the 2 pivotal sixes. It means that particular 2 midfielders no mujine Hono, and so mujine Finfi Hono, normally static. You wouldn't have that kind of midfielder or no better transition most of the runs and they are come to the attacking third to become a traditional number 8 or back on number. And then between a box to box midfielder. You wouldn't have that kind of midfield in that era of Brest or Mancasa midfield. So Magneti and Fernandez will become the 2 pivotal scissors. Omojuane is simple. In terms of ball retention, CNG ball no quickly free the opponent or no. Papa Fernandez this season for Brestois has been able to make close to about 58 ball retention percentage for the side of Brestois in the midfield. And Magneti as one of these partners or no partner Fernandez in that kind of midfield for Brestois and so on. In terms of ball retention, need yellow. But then when it comes to passing accuracy in the midfield, that is where you find Magneti. And then he has been able to make close to about 72 passes into the attacking third. But then the 4-2-2 in the attacking third, no. Way Obo in the left wing forward. Kamara Bo in the left wing forward. Dumbia Ebo in the right wing forward. But then so more and as more attack actually the attacking third. Or more in these particular wide areas. But then more joining into the auxiliary position role of Ajok and then Bardi. So this time around, in the wide offensive areas, in the attacking third, but then they will become 2 double number 10s at the other side of Brestois. And even into the attacking third. Ludovic is one particular guy this season for Brestois. He has been able to make a close impact into this particular football club. And then Bardi will be that auxiliary striker who will support Ludovic. Because Ludovic, Tembiano or available in most of the spaces are in attacking third or no better the amount. But Bardi will be that kind of secondary striker or no be mount a lot of pressure into the attacking third of PSG or Mancasa defensive structure. Now, this is how PSG Football Club is transitioning.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Luis Enrique, let's say, or a total dominance football coach.
Or prepare
ball. And will be your prepare ball, he needs players who have that kind of flexibility, or more that flair, or more that footwork to actually transition the pass into the attacking third. And Obi or the total dominance football beyond the favorite post and then the favorite tactics or the 4-1-4-1 tactical flexibility.
The game we expected.
We talk about it. I mean, the 4-1-4-1 tactical flexibility. Now, this is where you have the defensive structure of PSG Football Club. In line. Now, here you have the likes of Nuno Mendes in the left fullback, and then you have William Pacho and then Marquinhos in this particular centre backs of PSG Football Club. Over here, you actually have Hakimi or Nobo in the right fullback, but then he has a lonely pivotal midfielder in the midfield will be Fabian Ruiz. And you have 4 attackers or Mubetimi attacking very well for the side of PSG Football Club. But then when it becomes, problematic in attacking third, you wouldn't have these players who meet attacking very well. But then you have Ousmane Dembele, only Bradley Bacola. Always there, so we do into the attacking third. Interpositional change to me here, you might the moment.
As a way to make call.
No way back. So Bradley Bacola in the right mid and the right wing attacking third, can easily become a false number 9 in attacking third of PSG Football Club. But this evening, one particular player to me, he will be a standout player for PSG Football Club this evening will be Papa Efense Ousmane Dembele.
Let's get respect today.
Now, expected over 1.5 goals for PSG Football Club.
Only the iron on the verse,